Da-da-da. Hello, everyone. This is Steve Peterson. Welcome to Chops Back.
For 136 episodes, we've done the same thing.
Hello, I'm Steve Peterson.
And I'm Jack Hinkle.
Welcome back to Chops Podcast, where we talk about the teaching trifecta. Knowing your students, knowing your content, and knowing your teaching. Jack, I'm so sorry. What a bummer of a teacher.
I know, that's good content.
But, you know, teachers, as you're looking at next week and you're looking at that opening day and you've done that opening day 20 times, don't you worry. You'll mess it up. You'll trip on the starting line, skin your knee, need some Bactine before the bell even rings. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Just you have everything copied right now. It's okay. And that's what we're talking about today, Jack. We're talking about how long does the hope last in the new school year? How long does the hope last in the new school year? We didn't
Period
even
one.
Period
two.
Doesn't even make it to the first day. But we didn't even do our, greetings and salutations and just like what's up and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you set that up really well. That was a lovely segue.
Well,
into the lack of hope.
Sometimes we kind of dilly-dally around. People are busy. They're going to work listening to this podcast, or they're cleaning their garage, and we got to get going.
Stop with your banter. Just talk.
Just go. It's time to go. Okay.
I think the young teachers, the first-year teachers, do you think they're equally excited and terrified and about to give up all hope?
Yes.
They're at the edge of the cliff. They're like, this is awesome. I'm going to teach. I'm going to change lives. And then they get to 9 p.m. the night before and they're like, oh my God. And then the minute bell rings right before school starts.
Yeah.
The fear sets in and then
the last minute of summer vacation. And then it starts. Oh, okay. Okay. How many years have you been? This is your 11th year?
10th.
Okay.
Starting year 10. And this is 30. Wait. 32. Yeah.
32.
Wow.
I think. So I was just trying to, think about being new teacher and then looking forward to the first day, or just about your sights on the first day and then maybe how that has changed. But I would say Steve, say it. I would say that I always like the first day of school. I like the last day of school, and I'm not a hater. I like the first day of school. I think it's fun. Second day of school, not so much.
Less fun.
No, first day of school is feels like you're on a cruise ship. It's you got all this new stuff, got all these new people, everybody's wearing their new duds, and you're the new cruise director, and everything is brand new. Let me show you to your room. Let me show you to your lunch. Let me show you, and everything is new. And are the passengers having a great time? Absolutely.
Well, Steve, that's easy because you taught an elective for so long.
I think it would be even almost if you were teaching Algebra 1 6 periods at a time, or 6 periods. I mean, you could cook on that. The first day shtick.
Okay, you could teach Algebra 1. You're certified from your Edmentum work, right?
Oh, yeah.
You could cook on algebra.
Yeah.
Okay, if you taught freshman algebra,
my first day,
what would your first day look like?
I think it would be nothing to do with math.
You heard it here first, folks. Steve Peterson, algebra freshman teacher. Okay, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It would probably look very similar to how my first day of piano looked.
This is finger 1. This is finger 2. Don't show me finger 3.
Well, I can tell you the first day of Aspire this year, we're doing a student questionnaire that was adopted from piano class. So we're going to find out.
How many people live in your home? Coffee, tea, water, soda.
What do you think, Mr. Incredible or Shrek? Who wins? I've watched The Sound of Music, true or false. What's that? Right?
Mr. Peterson's dog's name is Oliver Olivet.
So it's that's what's going to happen the first day. Okay, I often think I've shared with this with you before that I think the summer is like when your jazz band sounds the best, right? And we call that hope, right? And we call that excitement. And maybe sometimes it's like not realistic, but isn't that like when you listen to something in July and you're safely at home or in your car? It's like early July and you listen to some arrangement that you know darn well is like out of the band's reach, but you're like listening to it going, that's it. That is where we are going to hit it this year. We are going to be digging gold on that tune.
That was me earlier this week.
Right?
Sassy Strut, Buddy
Yes.
Rich. I listened to that. I'm like, this is awesome. We could totally play this. And then I looked at the score for another 30 seconds. I was like, I'm delusional.
Oh,
put that away.
I'm glad that I think that tune has been played once in almost 30 years. It's been once, and once was enough. Because that is one of those tunes that you listen to and you're like, and you like imagine your kids playing that and you imagine standing in front of the band when they sound like that, but you're listening to a Buddy Rich recording and then you've been lulled to sleep and you're like, this is it. This is the year we're going to do this. Right. And so then reality starts to kick in and then you end up doing some Barnhouse published thing that's been out for 30 years and it's like a medium easy. And you're like, it's called Blue Town Shuffle.
By Doug Beach, grade 1.5. Oh, that is so true. You think about that, and then you think about all the stuff that, like, last year, you're like, I could have done this better. And you, like, come up to first day of school, you're like, all right, I'm going to have these procedures in place. We're going to practice these procedures right away. And then the first day of school comes, you're like, boop, fire drill. Boop, you didn't take attendance. Boop, put your phones away in the yonder pouches. Boop, email. We're just going to do the same thing we've done the last 10 years. Okay.
That's why it happens. It's because reality sets in. Again, it's that fun. Like, this cruise ship's going to be different. It's going to be different.
This is the year.
This is the year. This is my breakout year as a teacher. And you get about 90 minutes into that school and you're like, I'm an old teacher.
Okay, pull up Water Lily. Put your headphones on.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. I think, when I teach like in a regular, during just like a regular part of the year, Tuesday is often my strongest day of teaching. So
that is such a cop-out statement. What are you coming from?
Out of the week.
Why? Because Monday's Monday, right? And
no. I think things go well on Monday, but Tuesday seems to have a little bit what up to it. I think a little bit giddy up and go. And then I can, a lot of times Wednesday and Thursday do kind of sink down and
Wednesday, Thursday is worse.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday.
And then,
you never know what happens on a Friday.
Friday's crapshoot. So that being said, the second day of school, I still think is pretty good.
Well, the first day of school is a Wednesday this year, so you're not going to have your best day of teaching until like the 5th day in.
Right.
But Thursday could be your Tuesday.
I know Wednesday is, the first day of school is a lot of procedures, right?
This is true.
But you're still talking about the procedures with the new hope, with episode 4 in mind, right? You're still thinking that it's going to be different. And you're teaching with that positivity and that affirmation that things are going to go differently. And what you have sculpted out is going to work. And then the second day of school, you get more into the content, right?
This is true.
And, get the instruments out and whatever, and you start going and you're like, okay, this is great because you are saying something in jazz band that you have not said for 12 weeks. and you feel like a genius because you are saying like new things.
Yeah. Trumpets, F sharp is second.
Second valve. You're like funny guy. Like all those things hit the second day in, and then the third day it's all over.
it's all over. Well, it is okay. It is interesting when you look at like Jazz 1 versus piano, right? Like I'm going into Jazz 1 and I've known these kids for at least 2 years, right. Some of them 3 or 4. And then you go into piano, and there are going to be inevitably a couple kids I know, but most of them I don't. And I know Mr. Golden talks about like the first time that the marching band puts on their uniform, everyone acts different because it's like when you go to dress up for family dinner, right?
Yeah.
So there is like a different level of formality because on the first day of school, isn't everyone on their like best behavior?
Yes.
Like teachers included, like kids and teachers are really trying hard to like smile.
By the way, if your behavior stinks on the first day, you're for
cooked.
a long
Change your schedule. Don't be in my class. Just kidding. I'll welcome anybody. But there is like something to that. Like the jokes land easy on the first day because everyone's like sitting up and engaged and like there. And I think that definitely diminishes the more you get to know your students, which seems like oxymoronic.
Say it again. That diminishes the more you get to know your students
because
they know your shtick.
Well, and they're not worried about first impressions anymore.
Oh,
because it like the newness wears off, and then they kind of become more of who they are in themselves, for better, for worse. And you do that too, like as a teacher, like you become more comfortable and more yourself in front of a new group of kids. So I think that has something to do with the death of the hope very early on, is that like once the students start to get comfortable, because like the old adage for teachers is like the quietest classroom is always going to be on the first day.
Yeah.
Because the kids don't know each other. You don't know the kids. Right. Like you come into piano class and it's like truly depressing because everyone sits at the piano and they're just like, I don't know how to talk to people. I'm just going to look. Yeah. Right. And then as it goes on, more comfortable, more social, which is what you want, but then you have to come out the other side of that and, manage your classroom.
Right. I think though, in some ways, I always thought like teaching class piano the first day was like almost more fun than teaching band the first day, because like everything was new. Like the kids know your shtick. If you're in jazz band or in marching band, they've seen your ways, right? They know your little 1-2 punch. But if you're coming in like as a sophomore and you've never been to the music wing and you're jumping into piano class with Mr. Peterson or Mr. Hinkle, you have no idea what's up and what's down. And you're not really sure what this coaster is going to be like. So everything is like, whoa, right? Then you do eventually get used to it. But that is kind of fun.
Yeah, by the time you get to Happy Heart, page 37, you're like, okay. Yeah. But I think the first day of piano class is so fun because it's almost, is this a bad take? It's like performative for you and me. Like you've done that. Okay, so 32 years of teaching. Yeah. You've taught piano for what, approximately 25 of those?
Yeah.
So once or twice a semester or trimester, you were definitely in the upper 50s.
Of teaching that for the first time.
Teaching that for the
first day.
Think about that.
50 times.
50. You've taught piano class 50 times.
Right.
That's wild.
Right. And so, and that script was, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Well, no, that's not true. I knew where we were going. I didn't always know how I was going to get there. We had our handouts and we had our things that we did, but that was fun. That's like fun.
Instant gratification.
Yes. And because, what better class to have than like piano if you're like taking an elective and you're like not excited about school starting again, and then you walk into piano and you're like, okay, life's not that bad. Right?
I would think so. Granted, I'm a little biased toward music. Shocking.
Right.
But that class is, I would say, no matter your social take, whether you're introverted or extroverted, that class is a win for you because it's got mixes of both.
Right.
And if you want to be the extrovert and totally engage, you can. Or if you want to just put your headphones on and play and be in your own world, you kind of can too. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Like I'm in at least the 20s.
Yeah.
And I haven't been here that long.
Right.
But yeah, if you held me, like if you woke me up at 3 a.m. and you're like, you have to teach piano right now, or I'm going to take all your money, I would rock that. 3 a.m. I'd be all over that because we've done it so many times, and you know the script from day one. It's so easy.
Yes.
Is it easy? I don't know. If I've done it enough. I know what I'm doing. Okay, we sound like we have hope now.
Yeah.
The whole thing was that we won't.
Yeah. I
can tell you why we won't have hope is because 8 of those pianos don't work anymore.
That kind of stuff is real though.
Yeah.
Like the technology fails, right?
Oh yeah.
The kid fails, like the kids don't have their ID or they don't have their iPad or they're new to the district and they don't have
That's true.
this or this, and and it's, or they're in the wrong class or they already took your class and they should be in, whatever. So yeah, all those technical clinkers that kind of take away from the buzz of the opening year, the opening of the year. All right. But I was having a discussion with myself last week, and I said to myself,
Here, I'll give you the other microphone.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, Steve, you've had a great summer. Okay. You've had a great summer, and you got to do a lot of things, experience a lot of things, and work on some things, plan some things, and also just not do some things. Just kind of, go into low gear a little bit. And then I was kind of like, got in my head last week. I was like, wait, summer's over. It's time to panic. It's like time to, I have to change the way I'm living now. Now I have to start worrying about A, B, and C and 1, 2, and 3. And I have to make sure this is ready to go. And I had to talk myself off that educational ledge. Like, Steve, it doesn't have to be a totally new road. You can continue on the summer vibe that you're on. You can continue that. Yes, you'll be in school, right? But you can continue that mindset that you're in, and it doesn't have to be like shut down.
Like school doesn't interrupt you living your life.
Exactly. And I was like, that's pretty profound. And maybe some people figure that out earlier than later, then it leads to a more healthy lifestyle. But I was like, I don't have to give in and like to whatever it is and just like totally like change my life because I'm starting school. If anything, I should apply what I've learned and gained from the summer and apply it to my professional life. And so in that way, I'm like, I can do this.
So there is hope.
There is hope.
Look at that.
There is hope. And there's like this year at Aspire, I'm the lead teacher, right? So we did some things different. Last year, I was the teacher that followed the lead teacher, and that proved to be very beneficial for me because the lead teacher did a good job, and then I kind of followed what was going on. And then this year, I'm doing it more on my own, so there's a lot of things like, oh, you're responsible for this, and this. And I started to get ahead of myself. Like, well, what about this? You didn't figure out this. And what if this happens in this situation? And finally, I just had to be like, so be it. Like, oh, great. It happens. I know I'm going to get rocked off my lesson plan, but I can't just like, just kind of just thinking I have to get to everything so everything is just right, because that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's like Christmas Day with your kids. Like, you want it to be awesome, but surprise, like it doesn't always go off like you want it to. And so I think that's more of like the veteran teacher speaking to me. Like, you've done this before. You've started the school year. You've had a lot of success. You've had some failures, and you've picked up the pieces, and then you keep going, and you have a capable staff, and you can figure out how to lesson plan in an emergency cut or detour. Like, you're good at that. So we're good.
Well said. Well said.
But I had to like actively like work through that instead of just like, summer's over. No, I have to be anxious because, I had to like tell myself, and that feels kind of almost embarrassing to say as a 57-year-old teacher, like, I've done this a while and yeah, things don't always go as planned. Like, but that's kind of the fun part of it, that you don't always know what's going to happen. And we have problem solving skills. We all have experience and we can problem solve to help kids be successful.
Very well said.
So I feel better.
Well, I was just going to say, I think there's, at least on the internet, because the internet's always true, I think the internet can be a dark place for teachers in August.
Yes.
It's like Sunday Scary City. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to go back. Oh my gosh, 8 days. Oh my gosh, 7 days and 23 hours. It's like, that's what it is all the time, right?
I've had 10 weeks to do my lesson plans or to reimagine, and now I'm doing it in the last 20 minutes. That kind of stuff.
But you doing that and like talking to yourself through it was like a choice, as you would say.
Yeah.
But that was like intentional and like helpful for you. And like that might be difficult for a lot of returning teachers to have that conversation, because
you don't have as much experience and you don't have as much evidence to look back on. Like, what is the evidence?
Well, and so many, I mean, teaching is such a hard profession. It's like at the end of the year, especially for the new teachers, you're just glad you survived. Mm-hmm. And you're like you're happy that you want to go back for year 2,
Right.
And so I feel like it takes some time to use your summers as like a and not the whole summer, but portions as like reflective, like what you want to do different, and then that's like a whole level, and then getting to your level where you're like doing the whole metacognition of how you're processing your freedom and your new, not lack of freedom, but 40 hours a week aren't going to be free,
right?
And like how you come to terms with that. I think that's good for any age teacher to hear.
And for those of you that are not very experienced and you're going into the school year, year 1, God bless you. If you're a first year teacher, God bless you. I mean, that is a unique situation. And some of you are going to be alone. Some of you are going to have great support. Some of you are going to be going into something you're real comfortable with. And some of you are just maybe got hired last night. Right.
Yeah.
So I guess, slow the ship down, and really, really focus on even the first day, every kid, every day, because that's going to take up so much of your time and effort, which is a good thing. And you're going to be thinking about those procedures and policies from what you're thinking about it through the student perspective and what they need to hear and so it's not just about you getting your list done. It's about you focusing what the kids need to be successful on that first day.
Ooh.
Whoop! That's what I think.
Nice.
But also trust yourself. I mean, even if you're just a second year teacher, you have that whole first year to lean into. Okay, I made it through my first year, right? Or I'm a first year teacher, I'm a little apprehensive, but I also know I have this person next to me in my room, or I have this administrator, or I know this, I can do this, things that you can lean into and take with you. And then also you got to make sure that your balcony is well stocked.
Oh, yes. What's the balcony again?
The balcony is thinking about who is up in the upper deck watching your classes. Who is watching you teach? And is it the grumpy old sarcastic guys from the Muppet Show? Kind of wailing on you and saying, "Oh, of course you're a bad teacher. It's because you stink." And, of course that didn't work because you weren't prepared enough. And is your balcony up there kind of throwing darts at you? Or do you have your mentor teachers? Or do you have your parents, if you have good relationship with your parents in there? Or you have some of your favorite students from past years up there going, gee, I really appreciated Mr. Peterson's class when we did this. Or, yeah, Mr. Peterson did a great job when we did this unit. And, are those people, is that your balcony looking down at you? And so I guess you have to decide who's going to be in your balcony, who you're going to let in the balcony. Right?
Now's the time.
Yeah. Right.
Now's the time to sell those tickets.
Get those
and
tickets.
To get the ushers kicking people out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't think everything just has to be like great, but if you're like talking about getting off the ground, you want to be having some support, and think about those times you've had success and people that believed in you and reasons of why you got into education. You need to build that positive balcony, because we all know the negative balcony will be there more than you want it. And there's a real negative balcony out there but there's also the one that we make up, and that one can be even more painful. So first year teachers, you can do that for yourself, is load up your balcony with your VIPs.
And if you are a first year teacher, it's probably going to be rough. I don't know. Unless you're like just a superhuman. I mean, it's rough for the not first year teachers. But
wait, can we have the first year teacher like DM us, and can't we get you on the show and we can talk about your first day or your first week? Like really, like let us know so we can like listen to a first year teacher. I mean, we could go in our school and go find a first year teacher.
That's true.
Right?
If you're a first year teacher, DM us. We need to have like a play-by-play.
Yeah.
Play-by-play review.
And just like the reality of like what your mind was thinking, and like what actually happened, what went well, what didn't go well. I'm surprised that I spent this much time preparing for this because it took no time to do this, and what actually happened.
That'd be great. Yeah, first year teachers, DM us. Let us know how your first day goes.
Yeah.
We will love to hear it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
But also, all teachers, you can have a little bit of grace with yourself that it's not all accomplished in the first day, and there's time. And if you're overwhelmed, you just keep on thinking about the kids, and that will help guide you to the end of the period.
Yeah, because I think there's always at least one kid in every class that you can look at and be like, you got me.
Yep. For sure.
And those are the kids that I put in the balcony while they're in my class.
Yes.
I'm like, I know they've got my back. I know they do. I know they're with me. Even if it's not going well, they're like,
that is a great point. You can get the kids that you just met and imagine like that's who's with you immediately.
Yeah, the smiley ones, the ones that keep looking at you.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Find those kids. Yeah, I'm on the hunt for those. I'll be on the hunt for those. That'll be it.
So the first day of school is fun. I would say the first day of school is fun.
Yes.
Right?
Even if you're a first-year teacher.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's the best day.
I always loved being in the hallways, either at the junior high or at the high school, and just like helping kids like find their schedule.
Yes.
And they're trying to find this, and this, especially the younger students, and they're looking for the A hallway or the B hallway and getting to certain departments and just kind of helping them get it right.
I think the first day is more fun than the last day.
Yeah. Hot take there.
The first day is way more fun than the last day.
Yeah.
The last day, you're kind of just putting in time. Yeah. Unless you have some performance that day, which we don't do that. But like everyone's kind of watching the clock. But on the first day, you're just getting on the ride. I think that's fun. And like talking to the kids that you haven't seen in months. We don't really have that much because the marching band, we've already seen each other. But like there will be some kids I haven't seen in a while.
Sure.
It'll be fun to catch up with. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so good luck out there, soldiers, as you go into the first days. I know some of you are already back at school. But if there are some first-year teachers out there that would like to share either in written word or if you'd like to talk to us, we'd be more than happy to set that up.
Yep, just DM us.
And we can talk about the experience. And certainly we'll be talking about our first day of school. And best of luck to all of the teachers out there. Please continue to like and subscribe on our podcasts and socials. That helps us with feedback and pushing out more content. So thank you for that.
Love it.
Okay. So for Steve Peterson,
Jack Hinkle.
we're out of here.
See ya.